I'm JNF7May. This is my prediction and breakdown of UFC Fight Night, Saudi Arabia. Israel Adesanya versus Master Imavov. This card is pretty good. It's obviously way better than whatever they're giving us next week and whatever they're calling that a pay-per-view. That is basically UFC Fight Night Australia with 2 title bouts. But yeah, let's get on to this card. You know, the Saudi Arabians get this wonderful masterpiece, and the Australians get that dump of a card. I feel so bad for them, but it's okay. You know, we get Fight Night, Vegas cards over here. So, but you know what's drastic? I can't believe I gotta wake up at 9 a.m. on the East Coast to watch this card, but it's a good card. Hopefully it is. Let's get on to the main fight. First fight of the night. We have Hamdy Al-Zawala versus Jamal Pogues. I'm going to go with Hamdy Al-Zawala. He's a little bit more athletic and strong. He did beat Dontel Mays. Or Hayes. Dontel Mays, Hayes, whatever you call him. But Hamdy Al-Zawala was on a 2-year suspension for PEDs. Jamal Pogues, he did beat Thomas Petersen, a guy who's fighting later on in this card. I just think Hamdy's better on the feet, better on the ground a little bit more. He did struggle against Mays, but I got Hamdy winning this fight. On to the next fight. Let's not waste time on these little prelims. We have Bogdan Grad versus Lucas Alexander. I'm gonna pick Bogdan Grad. Lucas Alexander in his last fight, but he got cooked. But he got cooked by Jekka Sharag. He got knocked out in the first round. He did beat Steven Petersen in 2023, but dude hasn't fought in over a year, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bogdan. You know, Soviet Union boys. You know, they grapple out there all day long, and you know, he did have 2 Contender Series fights. He looked good in his last one. But yeah, let's get on to the next fight. I got Grant. We got Jasmine Judovic versus Marina Bueno Silva. I'm gonna pick Bueno Silva to win this fight. I do think Jasmine Jasudavicius is good on the ground, but if you look at the last the people she's faced is not the same the competition that Bueno Silva's faced. Bueno Silva's faced way better comp, brother. And yeah, she literally was she was right there for the belt, brother. She literally she got beat by what was it, Macy Chassion in her last fight, I think it was. Yeah, it was a doctor stoppage, nasty cut, whatever. She lost to Raquel Pennington for the belt. You know, she's on a 2-fight losing skid, but against girls like Jasmine Jasudavicius, I feel like Bueno Silva has that lesbian strength, that dyke strength. She is lesbian, I think, but I think she could control Jasmine Jasudavicius, and I think she could look better on the feet than Jasmine Jasudavicius. But let's see if Jasmine Jasudavicius. I think she's a favorite, dude. Let me check. I think Jasmine Jasudavicius is the favorite in this fight. If I'm correct, I'm taking the underdog. Yeah, Jasmine Jasudavicius is the super duper favorite. Bueno Silva's 33, Jasmine Jasudavicius is 35 too. But yeah, if Jasmine wins, not surprised. If she does submit Bueno Silva, damn Bueno Silva, you might have to be cut or you suck. But on to the next fight, we have, I think, oh my gosh, this card, this fight right here. Terrance McKinney versus Damir Hadzovic. Alright. The UFC literally search in the depths of the roster, searching for a winnable opponent for Terrance McKinney for him to stay relevant. They got a 38-year-old Damir Hadzovic who is 4-5 in the UFC, who last fought in 2022. Folks, against Mark Dusecki. He did have a win against Yancy Medeiros, but I don't want to keep going back into his, I don't want to keep going back into his resume, bro, because it's so old. You haven't fought since like 2022, bro. You know how many champs have changed since you fought, bro? Terrance McKinney, bro, he just does not have the chin, and he's not like super skilled. He's looking for the knockout punch. Let's be honest. But his chin is so horrendous. He's the one that ends up getting knocked out. His last fight against Esteban Rudovic, bro, this man got just torched. He did beat Brendan Marat, dude, but Brendan Marat was booty cheeks. He did beat Mike Brennan, but he lost to Ismail Bonfim, flying knee. Did lose to Drew Dober, but now like Drew Dober's not like kind of like relevant now that Drew Dober's kind of winning now. I mean losing now. He has a couple wins like against Ziam, dude. But dude, they literally were like, yo, let's save this man's career real quick. They gave him Damir. Yo, I'm gonna pick Terrance McKinney to win this fight. Let me not waste more time talking about how Terrance McKinney is being saved right now. It doesn't matter. He's gonna beat Damir Jovic by knockout. I don't even want to see the odds for this one. On to the next fight. We got Shamil the Bob Gaziev. Shamil the Bob Gaziev versus Thomas Petersen. Lucas Tracy's boy, bro. You already know the blob. He's here. The last fight against Rozenstruik, he got outstruck, pretty hurt on the feet. And he's up against Thomas Petersen. Thomas Petersen getting a real step up in competition for real, dude. If you look at this guy's fights in the UFC, he's only had 2 fights, but he lost to Jamal Pogues, but beat Muhammad Usman, which is a pretty good win. It's an athletic, oversized heavyweight that has no skill. Crazy. Yeah. Petersen is morbidly obese, but Gaziev too. He's morbidly obese. He's having something out there in this country. I'm gonna take Gaziev to win this fight. I feel like on the ground he's better than Petersen. On the feet, I feel like he could be better than Petersen, but I'm still questioning Shamil Gaziev's striking. He did get a couple good strikes on Rozenstruik, but he just looked so bad and he gassed out. I just hope he doesn't gas out in this one. I'm taking Gaziev to win. But yeah, let's get on to the next fight. We have Naimov versus Kaan Olive. Jesus, I could not say his name. Olive, I'm gonna take a brief summary about Olive. Olive, tough dude. He was in the tough finale. He fought Marion Santos. He fought Santos. Santos mopped him. Whatever. He's probably in his Olive is probably in his real weight class now. I cannot speak now. He's probably in his real weight class now because tough is kind of different with the the weight cutting and stuff. These guys are a little bit above their weight class. So, I mean just a little bit above their weight class, above weight or whatever. But he's getting a shot in the UFC. We have a really good opponent, but he in Naimov, but beat Jamie Malarkey. He did beat Nathaniel Woods in a decision though, and he beat Eric Silva, but it was by leg injury. He did lose to Felipe Santos by rear naked choke though in the 3rd round. Crazy win by Felipe Santos, but they're giving this guy Olive, dude. Olive. Surprisingly, they both have the same record, but I'm gonna go with Muhammad Naimov winning this fight. I just don't think Olive got it like that. I'm gonna be honest with you, but if he does win, crazy. On to the next fight. We have the one and only Ziam versus Mike Davis. This is a really interesting and really good fight. Ziam has improved so much. But that fluky KO win against Matt Frivola is not gonna, it's not gonna change my mind a little bit, Against Claudio, 7 takedowns, he still pulled out the win. Against Jai Herbert, pretty good win. He did get knocked out nasty by Terrance McKinney, bro. But if you look at Ziam's wins in the UFC, they're like okay. Dude is known to be chinny and known to lose some fights as well. He just caught a really hot one right now, but they're giving him a tough guy in Mike Davis. But Mike Davis is an interesting cat. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's 32, but dude just be like, he just cancels a lot of, like, bro, how this guy wakes up is how he's gonna fight. If he wakes up good, he's fighting. If not, cancel that baby. He's not fighting, bro. I guess on fight day, because Matt was supposed to fight Giga Chikadze twice in 2020, and he said, I'm not having none of them kicks. But let's talk about Mike a little bit. He has a win against Nathaniel. Nathan Levy is whatever, dude. He has a win against Borslav. I don't know, dude. Like, I look back at this guy's UFC resume, dude. He's 4-1, right? Which is really good. But if you look at the names that he's facing, they suck. He did lose to Gilbert Burns, though. I don't know how you losing to Gilbert Burns out here, but whatever. After that, he's caught a hot one. Just been canceling fights, but you know what? I'm gonna take Ziam. It's like really close though. This is like a throw up. This is like 50-50. I'm gonna take Ziam because I think Ziam can win. But I got it. Let me check the odds, bro. This one's a nutty one. This one's a super nutty one. Ziam's actually the underdog. The favorite is Mike Davis. Do I pull a switcher real quick? Let me see. You know what? I'm taking Ziam. I don't care. I'm taking the Undi to open up the to not open up the main card, but whatever. On to the next fight. Said Nurmagomedov versus Vinicius Oliveira, bro. I'm gonna take Said Nurmagomedov. I'm still taking the Dagestanian, bro. Gotta say one thing though. We're finding the secret sauce to stop these guys. Paul Hughes out there, bro. He beat, I don't care what anybody says, he beat Usman Nurmagomedov. Obviously, Marab beating out here Umar. Said Nurmagomedov, he probably could lose, bro, against Vinicius Oliveira for all we know. And we find out what the sauce is. Do I know what the sauce is? I totally forgot. But it's probably just takedown defense, grappling, having really good grappling, having your moments on the feet. But Said Nurmagomedov, I'm picking him to beat Vinicius Oliveira, dude. Vinicius Oliveira, he got that flying knee KO against Bernard Sopage, Bernard Sopage is pretty good. I'm still gonna take the guy who's been in the UFC for quite a while, who has 7 wins in the UFC, bro. Who lost to Jonathan Martinez in a close fight. I probably thought Jonathan Martinez lost that fight, but it was 50-50. They gave it to Jonathan. Whatever. He beat Muan Grasroff. This guy Said Nurmagomedov, he's like that, bro. He's like that. He's like that, dude. So yeah, I'm taking Said Nurmagomedov. That was some real Said Nurmagomedov glazing my eyes. I'm so sorry, but we're moving on to the real fights, the ones that we really care about. We got Sergei Spivak versus Jairzinho Rozenstruik. This one, let me say something. This fight right here has been pick in the back of my brain cell for some reason. I'm here thinking I want to pick Jairzinho because I feel like he can outstrike Pavlovich, but I feel like Sergei Pavlovich could knock out Jairzinho Rozenstruik's lights out. I've been like picking my head with this one. It's just been a tough one for my boy Pavlovich, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. They've given him tough comp. Not tough comp, but he's lost 2 in a row. Tom Aspinall for the belt, and then Alexander Volkov. He kind of got cooked there. Not gonna lie to you. Jairzinho's been on a hot one, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's kind of why I kind of like want to pick Jairzinho. But I don't know, against these super powerful punchers like that Ngannou knockout, dude. I still be thinking about that Ngannou knockout. How Ngannou put this guy to sleep, but I don't think Sergei got Ngannou power like that. But his last fight against Tuivasa, dude, cooked Tuivasa. They said it was a split decision, but it was not. Cooked Shamil Gaziev. Lost to Almeida. But dude, I just feel like Sergei Pavlovich, he's had 2 tough competitions, but I feel like in this one he beats Jairzinho Rozenstruik on the feet. I think he knocks him out in like the 2nd round, if anything. But I'm going with Jairzinho Rozenstruik to win this fight. On to the main event. Oh no, the co-main event. We have, sorry for the malfunction. Nurmagomedov versus Michael Venom Page. I'll be honest with you guys, this one was picking my brain out too. I kind of want to go with Nurmagomedov. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's in Saudi Arabia. You know, if it goes to decision, they're gonna give it to him. They're gonna build him a name off Michael Page. Build his name off Michael Page. Michael Venom Page, dude, against Ian Gary. Bro, Ian Gary was just taking this guy down whenever. Easy little trips. Nurmagomedov, if he is out here really grappling like that, you know, he's Dagestani. He might be a striker. He might be able to knock out MVP or outstrike MVP, but I feel like Nurmagomedov, dude, he is he's just like that, dude. He's just really like that. He's a really good Dagestani middleweight prospect right now. I don't know. I just have him winning this fight. But you know, it's gonna be really interesting how the striking goes with, you know, the karate background of MVP and Nurmagomedov. The kick battle is gonna be really interesting on the outside as well. I can't wait to see that. This fight's just really good. Really interesting to watch. I'm gonna take the blind man one, the guy with one eye who's undefeated right now. I still do think MVP has a chance of beating this guy, but I don't know. On to the main event. Let's just talk about the main event. That's what we care about. Israel Adesanya versus Nassourdine Imavov. I'm picking Nassourdine Imavov, dude. This one, I really wanted to go Izzy, but I feel like Imavov is hungry, bro. He is wanting the belt. He knows with this win right here and another win, he is at the belt. And there's one thing about both of these guys. Israel is already had the belt. He's already had his beautiful reign. He is one of the most decorated champs in the middleweight division. One of the most. But he's like Israel's that guy. We know Israel's that guy, bro. We know Izzy's that dude, bro. But he's coming off what? 2 straight losses. The loss to Strickland, losing the belt. The rematch. I mean, the again giving the title shot against Duplessis. And I just feel like Nassourdine Imavov, he's cleaner than Duplessis. He's not as sloppy. I feel like he's gonna go to the ground with Israel. He has really good striking when he needs it. Imavov, dude, he's fought really good comp in the middleweight division. If you look at this guy's record, dude, and his resume. Brendan Allen, good fight. Screw you, Brendan Allen, for losing this fight, though. You had a chance at winning if you would just strike on the feet. Jared Cannonier, what a win. Yeah, I thought it was like an early stoppage or whatever. He still got that. It was crazy seeing him take down Jared Cannonier. Really good. Roman Dolidze, he was toasting Roman Dolidze, you know, whatever. They had that whatever. We don't talk about that fight too much. It was a really good fight, though. Imavov had a really good performance there. No contest against Chris Curtis, dude. But, dude, after that loss to Sean Strickland, dude. No, he has good wins. Before that Sean Strickland loss, which kind of, like, made him have to go on a run again to get to the belt. Dude had wins against Edmund Shabazian, and Shabazian's trash. He had a win against Jaquan Buckley, dude. Jaquan Buckley right now is really good at welterweight. I just right now have to go with Nassourdine Imavov. He is hungry. He wants the belt. He's gonna find a way to beat Israel Adesanya. He's the only face in France right now. Benoit Saint Denis is trash. Or he got fraud check, not trash, but he got fraud check. But yeah, guys, I think that's all I got. That's all I got. Next week I cannot. Next week, I don't want to see next week's card. That's just trash. But yeah, I'm Janim MMA. Like and subscribe. Thank you again for watching my last video. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. I think it's at 1.7 views. I love you, folks. Should have started that off with the video, but yeah, I'm James MMA. Like and subscribe. I'm out.